Hello everyone, this is the RPG Monger, and welcome to the most inconsistent channel on YouTube. For the longest time, I've tried to keep my channel self-sustaining, as for a while, I've been able to do that. And as you all have probably noticed, since April, I've come back to putting out videos more consistently and frequently. Hell, right now, I'm already well into making an in-depth video about Pokemon Conquest. But unfortunately, YouTube just doesn't really recommend my stuff like it used to. So as a last-ditch effort to keep my channel from dying completely, I've made a Patreon, something I should have done a long time ago. With a Patreon, if enough people join it, I should be able to continue making videos for the foreseeable future. YouTube has always been my dream job, and if you're willing to help me keep it going, I couldn't be more grateful. Plus, if you do decide to contribute, I'm planning on offering as much as I can. For starters, you'll be able to access a special part of my Discord exclusively for patrons, and from the moment you decide to contribute to the Patreon, each video from then on will have your name in a new credits portion of every outro. Then, if you decide to go for higher tiers, I'll give you access to videos a day before release, start having monthly patron streams where I go over the videos I made that month and how I make them, and at the highest tier, I'll give you a vocal name shoutout in every outro. Granted, with that last one, if you decide to contribute after I've already recorded a video, your name may not make it into the final product, but it'll definitely end up in the next one I make. Patreon or not, I'm still gonna try to make YouTube work for the next couple of months, but if you all decide to help me out this way, I'll be able to continue putting my heart and soul into this channel rather than also relying on another job. Plus, with Patreon allowing me to not rely on AdSense as much, I'll be able to release many more projects without worrying about whether the algorithm will pick them up or not. And of course, more funds through Patreon means more quality in my videos. At the moment, I can't really afford to commission stuff from my channel artist, but with this, you'd better believe we'll get even more Moogles. Regardless, I seriously want to thank all of you who've stuck with me to the end here. It's been a wild ride, that's for sure, and hopefully, if all goes well, I can keep it going indefinitely. Now, while I have you here, I figure I should go ahead and address another thing about my channel for those who ask me about it. Mainly, where did the Fandom files go? Why did they all of a sudden stop? It's a pretty valid question considering it was my bread and butter for practically 2 years, and odds are at least half of you watching probably discovered my channel through them. Well, to put it simply, I've kind of moved on from making that kind of content. Sure, there's always a part of me that still has that urge to make a new one, but with how many people would flock to those videos purely to see me touch on the bad sides of fandoms rather than the good as well, it just stopped being enjoyable. Though to be fair, especially with those earlier ones, it's not like I did that great of a job portraying fandoms anyways. That's one thing about making YouTube videos since I was 16. Throughout my channel's library, you could literally see me going through different phases, the Fandom files simply being one of those phases. Who knows, maybe I will make more fandom videos in the future. To name one, my Fandom files on Homestuck will always be one I look back on fondly, and sometime soon I'd like to cover something else in that style. But at least in name, I can say for sure that I'll never be making another Fandom Files ever again. If you decide to stop watching me after hearing that, I don't blame you in the slightest. I'm glad you enjoyed my videos all the same. And for those who've started watching me recently or have just been longtime fans, I can tell you right now, expect a whole lot more of what I've been doing. For the first time in ages, I've actually had a plethora of video ideas I want to turn into full-on videos. Who knows, if you guys want it, I may even add a Patreon perk for voting which video idea to make into a full-on video first. And for those of you who've watched this update video all the way through, for the first time on my YouTube channel, I'll be opening up my Discord server permanently, so feel free to join. Anyways, that'll do it for me. I've gotta get back to work on this Conquest video. At this rate, I should be able to finish it very soon. So that being said, I'm the RPG Monger, and don't forget that each and every one of you are fantastic. And once again, I can't thank you all enough for continuing to watch me. Here's to a million more video essays.